Well, and of course, I didn't double click to get the music off and my microphone on. So here we are. Hey, y'all. Welcome to day 39 of the third annual WSOP Daily Spaces coverage and the longest run in poker space. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka Peaches, and I'll be your host today. Joining me as co host is Karen Chest and an adopted co host, Dana. Hey, ladies. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're
Morning.
good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. A little rough around the edges, but I
Mm,
just had to keep reminding myself it's 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock Georgia time, 12 o'clock Georgia time. So I didn't
mm,
start the space at 9 a.m. Georgia time, which I have been known to do once I come back from Vegas. Oh yes, I can be stupid sometimes. Blonde for a reason. Karen, how you doing, love?
Doing okay, just tired.
I hear you. I hear you. You had a great run yesterday, sitting at that table a lot of hours, and you should be proud of yourself, even though the results aren't what you wish they were.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I shouldn't have played the last hand that way. I was just, it's harder than it looks. I was tired and we were in the last level and
Right,
I was the short one at the table by far. And I had a really tough table. I had Jason Mercier and this guy Yuri. I can't pronounce his
right,
last name, but over 2 million. Really
right.
good. It was just a tough table all day. And then when you get to the feature table, which I've never done before, there are all these
A lot of
light
pressure.
pressure and there are lights. And then I actually got some hands, but I couldn't really, if somebody else doesn't also have a hand, they're folding. So I couldn't really do anything with the good hands that I had, other than winning tiny chips. So yeah, at my bust out hand, I'm not thrilled with the way I played it. I went all in early position. I should have called or maybe even three bet fold, but
Right,
whatever's. I was tired and in the moment. I mean, I I kind of knew in the moment too, but nagging in the back of my mind was I got Mercier to my left, you know, and so I thought, you know, I think if I had been on the button, that jamming was fine there for
right.
sure. But
And
so anyway, I misplayed it.
well, and I'm going to just say to you, I think that, yeah, shoving there may not have been the best, but it's also not the worst because you are short stacked and you have a big ace and you're just making a play for it. And it's just unfortunate you ran into ace king. Your ace queen ran into ace king and yet another ace queen. So there goes one of your outs as far as the queen is concerned. So, you know, it is what it is, Karen. And you've had a great run so far at the WSOP. You've cashed a couple of times, and uh,
Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's
absolutely
easy. I knew in the moment I wasn't a jam. I have studied ranges enough. So why I did it, who knows? I just got a little gambly there because I was
well,
short and
well,
it
of
did not
course.
pay off.
Well, and I was screaming. I slept through it. I had gotten on that PokerGo site, and because Reno was on, and Phil Cooley, if you remember him from the meetup game,
Yeah.
from Georgia, was on Reno's table on the live feed. So I'm like, okay, let me check these guys out. Well, I think I said something like "Go Phil and Reno" in the chat, and probably as soon as I hit the send button, I fell asleep, and that was lights out for Sherry. But so I didn't get to see you live, but I watched it this morning. And when you shoved that hand, I was like, no, yelling at the screen, no. And it's unfortunate. We hate that you're out for sure, but good run, Karen. Good run. Be proud of
Thank
that
you.
run for sure.
Yeah, I don't think the show made sense, but I mean, I was so tired. I was not happy that we got selected to be on the feature table because it's just more pressure, right? And I was already short, and but at the end, after the fact, I am happy that I got to be. It was an experience
Right.
to play with those guys and to be on the feature table. And hopefully, if that ever happens again, I'll play better.
Well, and guess what? Lessons learned. And
Totally. I have another story that I have to tell. I see that Isaac has his. Well, before we move on, if you don't mind, I want to tell my little story too. But
let
Isaac, did you
Isaac
miss?
get in here. Let
Yeah.
Isaac get in here in case he wants to comment on that, what we were just talking about. Go ahead. Hey, Isaac, go ahead,
I'm
buddy.
just trying to sing Karen's praises. GG, Karen. Like, it's not an easy spot to be in, and you're doing the best you can. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I just want to echo everything Sherry said. I was watching last night. As soon as, the chat went crazy, talking about Reno was on the stream, and then you, like, yo, super dope to see you on there. You did the damn thing.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you. It's a little embarrassing, that I played that last hand so badly, but I'm not. Listen, at least I wasn't 7-2 off in it like Faraz Jaka.
Facts.
I mean, I got okay. There's at least one other person that played a hand worse than I did.
Listen, there are many people that played bad hands. Don't kid yourself.
I
Don't kid
knew,
yourself.
but it wasn't like I didn't know. I knew, but I just got gambly in the moment. And
All right.
it's when you're tired, and I felt so weak because I had such a short stack. And it really, I think I had about maybe 28 bigs. I'm not even positive, but um, yeah, it just wasn't a good play. But the story I wanted to tell you, which was
Yes.
so nice. Um, so we're friends with Sean Deeb, but not close friends, but pretty friendly with him. Like when he came to Atlanta, we went out to dinner with him, and um, but I really don't talk to him, but here and there. So I texted him yesterday, mainly because I hadn't seen him the whole time I've been here, and I also was going to ask him about his conversation with Poker Spaces News,
Oh,
and
I
find
didn't know there was a conversation with Poker Spaces News.
alleged. And
Okay.
I
Okay.
thought, well, this is a good opportunity for me to check in with Sean. But since I hadn't seen him the whole series, I wasn't going to start out with that. So I just texted him, hey, how's it going? We hadn't run into you, blah, 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 blah. And then he replied and said, and this was yesterday. He said, I'm at the final table of the PK, of the 100K PLO, come rail me. And then I said, well, I can. I'm in the main, but I'll come on my break and rail you. And they were in the same room, real
Right.
close to where my table was. So
Right.
on my first break, I went over there, and it was crazy over there. Martin Cabral was running around, and I mean, people were yelling. It was like a really lively, fun final table. Foxon was on there, Haxton,
Right.
Deeb, somebody else, and then two people I didn't know. But so I took some pictures, and he saw me and he waved. But there's tons of people. He had tons of rail there, so but he did see me and he
Yeah,
waved.
but I saw one smiling Georgia Peach in that championship
Right,
picture.
right. So I got to tell the story of that.
Go
So
ahead. Is that what
yes,
this
so
is? Okay, go ahead.
that's funny that you saw it because I haven't actually seen the picture yet. So
Oh shit. I'll try to find it. Go ahead.
yeah, thank you. Because my husband said he saw it too, and I'm like, well, where? And it's like anyway. So I railed him the one time, and then I continue playing. Then we're watching a little bit of it on the screen, and so he wins. Everybody's going crazy. Sean Deeb, Sean Deeb, and then I'm just playing my game, and 10 minutes later, I'd forgotten about all that. I'm just all of a sudden, Sean appeared at my table, and he
Yay.
hugged me, and he said, "You
Yay.
want to come get in the winner's photo?"
Yes,
I don't.
Sean. Yes.
What a guy. I'm
I
like a
love it.
nobody, just some, old mom. So he like hunted me down. I don't even know how he
Good
found me.
for
So
Sean.
I
That's
followed, I
awesome.
know. So I followed him up to the front of the room, and where all the other rail was waiting, and everybody's waiting on the photo. And he went and found me. And so that's how I got in the photo.
That is awesome. And you know what? I'm trying to find the photo, and of course, because I'm trying to find it, I can't find it. What the hell site was it on? I saw it somewhere this morning. We'll find it. We'll find it for you.
Yeah, I was
Dana, that
standing
sounds
right
like a
beside
you
him.
project. Dana, please find that picture. Sean Deeb's winning
I'll
picture.
find it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's hard for me to look for that stuff when I'm trying to host the space. I can do
Yep.
it quickly, but if I don't find it quickly, I can't deep dive. So thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
Awesome, Karen. I was like, there's Karen in the picture. Yes.
Yeah, and then he was worried about me missing hands, and it was kind of funny because
Oh,
he said, um, "Well, I hope you didn't miss too many hands." Something about me being short.
oh shit. So he took a look at your stack too while he was
Yeah,
there.
he was there for 2 seconds, but he was worried about me missing hands and that I was short.
I love it. Well, I'm excited, Sean Deeb won, and that you got in the winner's picture, and that you did well yourself, and he came over to get you for that picture. And I'm also excited that he won because I had a little piece of him in staking, and I won $591. Whoop whoop!
Wow.
For a
Nice.
$21 investment, I will take it. So that was kind of fun. Listen, I got to give a shout out to my sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need a tailor-made workout plan to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevator Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter and check out their site at elevatorresultspt.com. Also, you can find the recordings of my past spaces plus my interviews that I did in the poker.org Legends Lounge on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please subscribe and like. Also, for those of you in this space, if you could share that interview with Scotty, that would be appreciated. I think it's one that nobody should miss. It's really kind of a eye opener in so many different ways. So please share that and Sarah as well as the Green Visor Gang's interviews. They're all awesome and enjoyable for sure. Check them out. Please share them in a tweet. I would appreciate it. Be reminded the WPT Gold Rush Lounge is open today because it's open Thursdays through Sunday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Um, don't forget to get over there, as well as the poker.org Legends Lounge is open at 10 a.m. every day. And they go pretty late in the evening. They really don't have a set time to close. I want to say it's typically around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, but don't hold me to that because when they have special events, they go a little bit longer. Now, I know ASG is flying to Vegas today because he has won a WSOP seat into the main event and he's flying today. So I see he's with us, but I'm not sure if he can chat with us. So happy trails and safe travels to ASG. Um, did you all notice? I retweeted. I can't remember whose original tweet it was, but the Cromwell was on fire this morning. Some people are speculating that it's an air conditioning unit or something because of where the fire's located. So hopefully everybody's safe and sound and they're going to have that fire contained. They already may. I don't know. If anybody has any follow up on that, let us know. So definitely be alert in that area of the Cromwell as to the status of that fire. I have to give some thanks to those of you that held it down for me yesterday. My daughter Natalie, of course, who has never hosted a space, said she would try to host the space for me on my account yesterday. And of course, the space crapped out and she had to start a new one. And of course, she had no idea how to do all that. So I was texting her from the plane, and with the delay of the signal of the plane, it was not an easy feat, but she did it. And I appreciate my daughter Natalie for doing that. And whoever was in the space, Isaac, Dana, Karen, Barry, Exec Deck, ASG. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to listen to it this morning, but I appreciate you guys trying to hold it down yesterday for me and for our audiences for sure. Isaac, are you there, buddy?
I am. I'm scrambling around getting ready because I'm about to hit South Point again.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up congratulations on your deep run at South Point yesterday. Tell us about it.
Um, it was pretty dope. In what was it, about 226 entries total. Got down, like my stack was grinding down. I had some pretty decent hands. Took out a few people. Just tried to keep it real controlled, real cool. Not trying to get ahead of myself. Not trying to play any parking lot hands in
Right.
the wrong, in the wrong ways. One thing that was definitely like standing out to me was just like how foolish some people were playing. But it's dope because, hey, I got there. I really was just trying to make the bubble, right? Because I was like, damn, can I make it to 30th? Because they paid all the way out to 30th place. And yeah, I got there. And then once I got there, I was looking at the pay jumps and I was like, you know what? Um, all right, I'm gonna just play it cool. I'll play it cool. And then in a couple places, I said, fuck it. Because I was like, what do I have to lose? I'll get something out of this. So I started shoving a couple hands. I ran into this one guy who thought he was, super GTO guy. There's always that guy, right? And so I shoved into Super GTO guy. And after he was done computing, he lost a hand. He started tweaking a little bit. That was fun to watch. And yeah, I made it almost to the final table, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fucked myself at the end because I had Ace King off, right? And I go all in, um, probably like less than 10 big blinds, for sure, like six, right? But where I fucked up was I said all in, and because I was a little worn out already, I flipped them over before everybody else had.
Oh,
Yeah, so
oh,
what screwed me was that the next two dudes, I don't know if they were going to fold already or whatever, but they had my other cards. So I had already done that. One guy saw that and he was like, he called it. He had no, 8-10, right? So the 10 got there on the river. Your boy
oh,
was out. Would I have made it? Who knows? I don't know, but I'm still hella happy with the run.
hell yeah.
But I'm still not satisfied, so I'm gonna go back and try to take that shit down.
Good for you. So that was $120 buy-in. Am I
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a 120 buy-in. So in for 120, out for like 488.
awesome?
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Awesome. Isaac is on a roll. He started his winning streak at the Westgate playing that lazy pineapple tournament. And now he took down, or, you know, he actually was in the money, didn't take it down, but he got in the money at the Southport tournament yesterday. Going back for a little bit more today. Is the whole gang going today? I'm glad you guys are going there to South Point. I couldn't get over there to play poker this trip, but I'm glad you guys are holding it down.
Definitely, definitely. Yesterday it was me and Mac because Reap was chilling, doing his thing. Today it's me and Reap because Mac is gonna do his thing. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to get it in every day. He's like, I look at it like it's another day at the office.
Absolutely.
So
And I I have to say this because, of course, I wasn't on air yesterday, and I was while you guys are on air, I was like thinking of all these things mentally. I need to say on air that I'm not getting a chance to say because I'm not on air that morning, and talk about being programmed. But anyway, I just want to say and reiterate how thankful I am for you, Isaac, Mac, and Reaper. Exec deck, I know you were there in spirit. Um, you guys just took great care of me, made sure that I was safe and sound, getting to places. When I was tired, you were like, yo, you need to go to sleep, which sometimes we need that reminder. But you guys were, great escorts, even though you guys didn't, weren't my escorts. It was just fun hanging with you guys. And we had so many laughs and great meals together and some great time on the felt. And of course, the interview we did together was amazing. And I just appreciate all of your support and hanging out in Vegas. It was so amazing. Thank you guys so much.
thank you, Sherry. Like equally, you're very good to us. We got a lot of love for you. And the dopest part about all about it is that it's just all real. I got a lot of appreciation for Karen, a lot of appreciation for everybody I met in spaces and in real life. A lot of love for Barry, a lot of love for Dana. You already know. It's been pretty cool so far. We're just getting started. So
Amen.
yeah, but
I
I'm glad to
wanted to
hear that
make,
you're home and you're chilling yourself because you deserve it. You've been going super hard for the
whew.
last month, pretty much. So get that rest, okay?
Yes, indeed. I took like a 4 hour nap when I got home, and then I was up an hour or two and went back to sleep until like, I don't know, I think it was like 8:30 this morning, and I popped up and I was like, oh shit, I got the space. And I was like, oh God, thank God. No, I don't. I got a few more hours because I'm in Georgia time now. Yeah, definitely rest is in my future. After this space, I'll probably go back and take another nap because I'm just, you just are tired when you get home after so much. And, it was loaded. My time in Vegas was just loaded and it was amazing. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Hung out with
Absolutely not.
Karen.
Absolutely not. I'm
Yeah.
going to be
Yep.
doing stuff running around, so I'll try to get in as much as I can. But if I
No
can't get
worries.
in a little sooner, ASG, good luck today, bro, and good luck to Reno and everybody still in the main. Get it, y'all.
Yeah. Speaking of, we want to say Reno and Aaron Barone, who I got to meet in person, and he came to the Legends Lounge just at the right moment. It was right when Scotty was arriving, so he got to sneak a picture with Scotty, and he was excited, and I was excited for him. Um, it was quite an amazing time. But good luck to Reno and Aaron are the only two I know at this point that have made it on to day two from Spaces. So if anybody knows anyone else, let us know so we can celebrate them and rail them for sure. Speaking of Scotty Wynn, I wasn't able to be with you guys yesterday, so I really didn't talk about it, and I don't know what you guys talked about on air about it, so I'm just going to go for it. Um, and I'm going to tell the whole story because when you meet Reaper in person, you just have to understand how funny it is to be with him. Like, he is a comedian and he is not a very patient person. I mean, that's what he like his jokes appear to be, but in real time, he is a very patient person. But his jokes are hilarious. So anyway, picture this: we have I make arrangements to have the interview with Scotty. And in Scotty's life, there's a lot going on, so things change. So, even though we are booked for this interview, you just don't know until you see the whites of his eyes because there's just so much going on in his life. So I know that going into this. And Mac is a huge Scotty Wynn fan. So the night before, we are over at Westgate, I think, or yeah, I think we were at Westgate. And so I told Mac wasn't around, and I had told um, Isaac and Reaper that, I'm going to do the interview of Scotty in the morning, like it was, you know, in cement, so to speak. And so they're like, oh my God, don't tell Mac, we'll surprise them. I was like, okay, cool. So we, finish out the evening, whatever. And before we part ways, I said, hey, you guys, can you guys show up at the Legends Lounge in the morning? Because I've got some stuff I've got to work on and I really could use some extra hands. And so they're like, yeah, yeah, we'll come, sure. So we get over to the Legends Lounge and we're sitting in a booth and waiting because I told Scotty he didn't really know where it was. So I told him I would meet him, just, message me where you're at when you arrive and I'll meet you and bring you over to where it is. And so we're sitting in the Legends Lounge and he was supposed to be there at 11. And as we're chatting, I was like, oh, you guys, I forgot to tell you, but when Scotty comes, I'm going to have to walk over to meet him when he comes in the building. And Isaac looked at me like, what are you saying? I blew it. I blew the surprise for Mac because we really wanted to catch him. Uh, when Scotty just walked up to the table because I was going to bring Scotty over to the table and introduce him. And I blew it. I completely blew the surprise. And I was like, oh, shit. And Isaac turned to Mac and goes, "Yeah, Scotty's the one she's interviewing today or something." Oh my god, I completely blew the surprise, and it really was because I was just trying to create small talk. And yeah, so anyway, but Mac was still surprised, and he, um, when I was interviewing Scotty, I had turned to my sorry, I had turned to my side, and 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 Mac was standing there with this huge grin on his face, just taking in every minute of that interview. And it was just kind of very cool moment to look over and see him so excited to see somebody he has admired for so long. So even though it wasn't the surprise it was meant to be, it still came off as a surprise and it was awesome. Of course, if you haven't seen that video, it's going to be posted. I've already tweeted it. Yesterday, and I'm going to tweet it again with a thank you to poker.org for allowing me that space and time for sure. But I'm going to tell you, every time I've interviewed him, and this is the third time, I always learn something new, and it's almost always something jaw dropping. Um, and he's told one story about something that happened one bad night at Caesar's Palace, and honestly, I was so stunned by what he was telling me. I could not even think of one thing to say. Like I was speechless, and you guys know me well enough to know I don't get speechless very often, but I literally was speechless and like, holy shit, what do I say right here? Honestly, it was an incredible moment of reveal, and I don't know how many times he's told the story. May have told it 10,000 times and I just never heard it. Um, I don't know, but it was amazing. And he always has stories to tell. And we spoke about Barry. Barry had him come for the Math in America charity function in the spring. And we spoke about that. And we spoke about him writing books or not, and we just covered a lot. I asked him about how many people he thinks should be inducted. He's a Hall of Famer. How many, in his opinion, how many people should be inducted every year? And his reply was quite interesting. I think it probably applies to quite a few of the folks that are in the Hall of Fame. I thought it was quite an interesting response, and he's not the only one that I've heard say that. I believe Dean Neggs has said basically the same response. So, anyway, moving right along. Who's in my Green Visor Gang control tower this morning? Good morning.
Good morning, Sherry. It's Mac. I hope you're having a blessed one. Had a safe trip home. How are you doing today?
I'm great. It was a great trip home. You get on that plane and you're like trying to decompress, and then all of a sudden you fall asleep, and you're like, yes. When you wake up, you're like, yes, that took an hour and a half off of the flight, right? So, thank you for asking. Appreciate you.
I feel you, and it's no matter how much you check on a flight, you're halfway there. and,
Yes.
that- and no matter how long, it is still halfway there. And it's just like Jesus. I thought I was almost there. It throws you off, especially if you're coming from another time zone, where
Yes.
like it's like I thought it was 2 hours, 2 hours ago. No.
And honestly, I had woken up when I looked at the clock. I was like, "Oh, only 20 more minutes will be landing." No, it was another hour and 20 minutes, but it's okay. When the time went past the time I was supposed to land, I was like, "Damn it, let me look again." I was like, "Oh, another hour." Oh, yeah, I had that screwed up. But anyway, what are you doing today?
Today hanging out with the family. I'm on my way to get a haircut and get my beard done. I look a little rough. But after that, we're gonna definitely go eat with the family. They're taking me out to eat. I've been coming to Vegas for the last 2 years in a row, and I didn't spend any time with them. So today's the fourth. They're like, "Dude, we're kidnapping you. You need to come over." So yeah, we're gonna go hang out with the family. But I don't know if you heard from Asimov cashing out yesterday again.
Yes, we just had him tell us all about it. How about that? Today's going to be the third day in a row, Asmoff. We're holding high standards.
He is absolutely crushing it. He's laser beam focused. Super happy for him.
Hell yeah. He's doing great. I love it.
Me,
Love
on the other hand, I'm just collecting slips.
You're collecting souvenirs. You're collecting souvenirs for the scrapbook, your pay slips.
But today I rejuvenate and I get back on the tables tomorrow. I gotta take at least 3 W's home with me this year for sure.
Let's go.
Not discouraged. I've been playing my cards right. I've been putting my chips in when it counts. It's just I've been getting out flopped or out for better words. But I've been
Right.
having a blast. The competition is fierce this year as usual, but we just got to keep the grind up. That's all.
Well, I don't know if you heard the whole thing I was saying, but I was telling how I ruined the surprise for you and Scotty Wynn by just trying to create small talk, and I let the cat out of the bag early. But I did appreciate you standing next to me while I was doing the interview and the smile on your face,
You
just
didn't
listening.
ruin you didn't ruin anything. You woke me up because I was slumped in the couch, and when I heard what I thought I heard, the life came back to me, and it was just hanging out with you. We got to meet so many amazing people, and I'm super grateful. Even to hear Scotty in your spaces, and then hear an interview live, and just literally be next to the Prince of Poker. I called my wife. It's the only poker player she knows, and she was super excited for me.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, my wife is Vietnamese as well, so she's like, "Oh, that's the prince. That's the prince." I was like, "Yes, the prince." I got an amazing picture with him. I just haven't been able to. I haven't posted it because I haven't found the proper words. But I'll be posting it by the end of the day for sure.
I love
Again,
that.
Sherry, thanks for creating some special memories for me.
You bet. You are more than welcome, and thank you for taking great care of me and all of us just having a blast together. It was just so fun, just so fun. I appreciate you guys for sure. Love it. All right, Karen, what are you doing today?
So I'm going to have breakfast soon with my friend that lives local,
Right?
and then just pack up and what have you, and leaving tomorrow.
Oh, yep. I forgot you're leaving tomorrow. Okay, very good, very good. I love it. Good. Then we can hang out here in Atlanta and do something. Maybe you can get some Georgia peaches when I come up to see you.
Oh yeah, I love peaches.
I'm going to tell you something. I've been thinking about peaches all summer long because normally I have a few peaches every day, of course. And and for those that don't know, we sell Georgia peaches, so they're already always readily available in my home. And when I woke up from my 4-hour nap last night after, oh, I'm sorry, my phone was ringing. Trying to get that. Okay, um, I was like, "Oh man, I need something, to munch on." And I was like, "Oh my god, peaches!" So of course I had 2 peaches. Hello, yummy. All right, so there's a couple of things. Oh, I see Aaron's here. I want to talk to him about his experience. Come on up, Aaron, if you can. While he's getting up on the speaker panel, hopefully, and if you can't, that's not a problem. I just wanted to make mention that the Player of the Year points race is hot and heavy. Benny Glazer has 3,310 points, 3-time bracelet winner this summer. Martin Cabral has 3,286 points after winning his first bracelet this summer. I'll never understand it. And Scott Bowman has 3,235 points. So the race is neck and neck. And I'm not so sure they got that point values worked out yet. I'm sure they'll probably be tweaking it again after this year. You have a 3-time bracelet winner this year, and somebody is less than 100 points behind them. It's crazy after they win their first bracelet. So, not sure what the solution is. I wish software was here because I'm sure he would give us a litany of solutions because, that is sort of the Achilles heel for software, that Player of the Year point system. So, anyway, I see Aaron has joined us, and I really want to hear how your main event day one went yesterday. Hey, Aaron.
Hello. How are you? Good morning.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
Awesome.
So I was with the same table all day, and that happens a lot in day one, but
Right.
nobody busted. And
Oh,
that means we had
nice.
10 hours of playing poker together, and it was one of the friendliest tables I can remember being on. And that's sometimes when you play a lower stakes tournament, it's more likely to be friendly because people aren't as serious about it.
Right.
But for a $10,000 tournament, I think that's sort of rare. But people talk about why the main event is a great tournament, and there are two reasons why they say that. One is that it's the softest $10,000 tournament in the world, like in terms of for professionals.
Right.
But the other reason is that it's the most fun $10,000 tournament in the world. That people are actually in a really good mood. That it's an experience. That it's for some people the dream is winning it. For some people the dream is playing it. And I had an amazing time at my table. It helped that I ran pretty good, that I chipped up to about 100K from
Nice.
60. But even before that, it was just really good vibes for 10 hours. And some people don't want to register from the start. You know, some people want to buy to day two.
Right.
I would recommend anyone out there buy in before the shuffle up and deal and just enjoy your time at the table.
I agree. It is the experience as well as the win, right? And take full advantage of that experience for sure. That's what my opinion is. So, are there any hands that you played that kind of stick out in your head?
Uh, there's one that I think is there's two that are really interesting to me. Um, one of them is all right. So I end up like during the last level raising pocket kings. Um, we're about 100 big blinds deep, maybe 80 big blinds deep, and a player calls to my left, and a player three bets. Um, and normally in that spot, when you have pocket kings, you get three bet. It's automatic to put in a four bet. Um, I don't
Right.
remember the last time I ever flatted pocket kings out of position in that kind of a spot.
Right.
But the main event plays so differently, where a lot of people, their goal is to not bust day one. And if that's the case, then sometimes if they're not going to go broke with hands like jacks or queens or ace queen, um, you might want to just call then four bet. And it's a weird spot. I don't remember the last time I called a four bet with kings, uh, but I did that, and it came king high, king 9-4,
Nice.
which is pretty good. Two diamonds, and I pretty much ended up check calling flop, and the turn is five of hearts, and I check call turn, just trapping
Right.
basically. And unfortunately, river goes check check, but my opponent has ace queen, and says to me, "Well, I mean, you got the maximum, so that's good." But it's the reason the hand sticks out in my head is I again don't remember the last time I flatted kings in that sort of a spot. But the main event is just a very different tournament,
Right.
and it's my third year playing it, and I think making adjustments for the field and the tournament itself is really important to chipping up and protecting your stack.
Very good. Now, what is the second hand you want to tell us about?
Oh, I had okay. Second was I have pocket aces, and it's earlier in the tournament, but basically we both have my opponent has about 50,000 chips to start, and we're blind versus blind. I'm in the big blind. My opponent raises to 1,200, which is three big blinds at that point.
Right.
And the feeling, by the way, when you look down after a raise and you see pocket aces, is just the chef's kiss feeling of poker. It's just
Right.
like amazing.
Right.
And anyway, I make it 4,200, and then he makes it 17,200 almost immediately. So he's put in almost more than a third of his stack.
Right.
And I think it's a spot where people can talk about: do you call or do you just shove it in? And I've talked to a few players that I know about this spot, and there's been mixed opinions on it. one hand, people say, you still want to trap. If they're bluffing, you want to let them keep bluffing. And the other argument is this player's put in so much of their stack, they're unlikely to fold anything decent. Even by decent, I mean if they have jacks or queens or
Right.
ace king, they're just like, I'm trapped. I have too much in there. So I think it's interesting. I haven't really I haven't settled on an opinion that I'm, like that for sure is the right play. So if anyone in the chat here has an opinion on it, feel free to chime in.
I love it. I love it. And speaking of pocket aces, Karen, are you there? She may be trying to run around to go to breakfast. But Karen, one of the first hands I saw her play at that live table were pocket aces. And I want to say she was on the button or cutoff at the time. I think it was the button. And she raised 2.5, I believe. And the blinds folded, so she walked with the blinds. And that's also is also a shame too, when you're short stack, you have aces and you raise with them and then you get a fold. But
I'm here.
yeah, I was disappointed you didn't make more money
Yeah,
on those aces, honey.
I know because and that guy didn't defend his big blind a whole lot either. But I didn't raise 2.5. I don't know exactly know. I raised 1,300 and 1,200 would have been the min.
Okay,
So,
thank you, appreciate that.
but yeah, I wouldn't really raise 2.5 off my stack size. But anyway, yeah, that was very disappointing that it didn't really, he folded. And I
Yeah,
noticed that he tended to not defend his big blind a lot, and that's fine. I mean, maybe it was just a crap hand he had. I don't know what he had,
I don't
but
remember. I don't think it was. It may have been just a king with something. I don't remember what he had, but um honestly,
yeah. And then shortly after that, I got ace king, and I didn't really get very many tips for that either. So yeah, I was struggling, but
now I want to ask you something. Have you watched it yet?
no.
Okay. Let me know when you watch it, because I want to discuss something with you, but I want you to have watched it and watch it for about 5 minutes after you leave as well. Because I want to talk to you about something that I'm just like wondering if I'm the only one that noticed it, or so yeah, after you watch it.
Oh, did somebody say something
No, no,
ugly
no, no,
or?
no, 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 no. Not
Oh,
at all. Not at all.
oh,
But
yeah. I'll try to watch it later today for sure.
yeah, I just didn't want to bring it up if you haven't watched it yet. I don't think that it would be fair to have that conversation if people haven't watched it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah. So anyway, I'm just curious if anybody else notices it, or is it just me? I never want to be hypersensitive about anything, because that's just not who I am. So I always like to hear other people's thoughts on stuff, to see, am I that far off, or am I right on cue, or whatever. So just, yeah, let me know when you watch it.
Oh my, now I want to watch it
Perfect.
more.
Perfect. Oh, I see we got some people in the chat. Let me look and see if there's anything we need to. Okay, you can't find the picture either. Okay, so we will definitely look for that picture for you, for Karen, um, the Sean Deeb picture. Hopefully, I can't remember where I saw it. It's not on the WSOP site, but it's the winner's picture. So maybe it was on Poker News or Poker Org site. I didn't look at those. But anyway, Bathwater for Buy-ins has a question. Is Joey Chestnut the most dominant athlete of all time in any competition? Well, if we're talking about the hot dog eating competition, I could care less. And the reason I say that is because it's gross. It's gross, and I know all you guys like to watch that stuff every day, or every 4th of July, but no, thank you.
Sherry,
Yes, go ahead.
just FYI, Barry DM'd me the picture, so I don't know where he saw it, but
Oh,
so
perfect. Oh,
yeah.
well, guess what?
Thank
He
you.
did me too.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so let's get it. Let me see if I could get it in the jumbotron so everybody can see it. All right, let's do this. Give me just a minute, you guys, because I do want to get that in the Jumbotron for everybody to see.
It's
Kieran's
just so thoughtful that he, I did rail him as best I could while I was playing, and he rounded up all his rail. So it was just very thoughtful. I mean, how do you win, whatever he won, $3 million or whatever, and you're still thinking about other people. Very nice.
very nice indeed. Okay, there it is in the Jumbotron, you guys. Kieran's little smiling face is right above his head to his right shoulder. In case you don't know what Karen looks like by her profile picture. Uh, awesome. I love it so much. So cool. So
I
cool.
don't see it in the jumbo. It's in the
Oh,
jumbotron. Let me
just
see.
pull down in your screen so it
Oh, I
refreshes.
see it.
Uh,
I see it.
Sometimes it just takes a minute to update or whatever. Um, did anybody see Tom Whitless's tweet about PokerGo's contract is ending and GG Poker is going to be like taking over the streaming? And he's saying that that means that we're going to have like instantaneous streaming. So when a table a tournament is pops up to the final table, that instantaneously we're going to have coverage versus we've got to schedule it at 3 hours from now. So it'll be interesting if that is the case or not. It's going to be hard. I honestly, unless they hire, maybe they have enough money, maybe GG Poker has enough money that they can just have shifts of technicians sitting around for those final tables to take place. Those people, you have to have technicians to run the cameras, the lights, the set, everything. And because you don't know when those final tables are taking place, you would actually have to have, maybe 3 crews, 8-hour shifts in place, sitting around waiting for those to happen. I mean, that's why it is the way it is. Okay, we're getting down to the final table. We're going to stop for 2 hours so we can bring the crews in and present that live footage. So it's not easy to do. It's not like they have a final table every hour. They have 1 or 2 a day. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can pull that off or not. And honestly, for me, it's not that big of a deal if we have to wait 2 hours for them to broadcast, but whatever. Anybody got any comments on that? All right, moving right along. While I was in the lounge waiting for Scotty, and I never did finish that story, so I did blow the surprise for Mac, but when Scotty did arrive 2 hours late, and he sent me a message. I hope he doesn't mind that I read it, but the reason why I want to read it is because we all know Scotty and how he uses the word baby in his in his conversations. And so when I read the tweet, I mean not the tweet, the message to me, um, where is it? Oh, I know. Sorry, I have had to message my customers yesterday, so I have 10,000 DMs. But anyway, okay. So when I messaged Scotty, hey, are you coming? He said, shit, totally forgot our appointment, baby. I'm very sorry, baby. Last night I have problems with family and I just blank out to go to bed mad and truly sorry, baby. I'm not going to be there until 1 or 1:30, baby. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, baby. Now, does anybody not believe that that's a Scotty message? I just literally laughed out loud. I just think it's so fun. It's just Scotty. And you know what? We were in the lounge having a blast. There were some authors signing books. We got to meet Michael, and I know I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Acevedo, even though I practiced it with Isaac. I told him I would never remember it. But we met this gentleman, and he authored the book Modern Poker Theory Building an Unbeatable Strategy Based on GTO Principles. So he was giving these away free and autographing them in the poker.org lounge. And I asked him for an extra one. So we're going to either, I think I'll give it away in a space, or maybe I might hold on to it for the next meetup game. Although all the books I ended up gathering did put my suitcases overweight, and I ended up having to carry them in my carry-on. Anyway, and another young author, young lady I met was Barbara Jean Carden, who wrote the book Poker Player Metamorphosis, Book One, Butterfly 9.
Yay.
So I got to meet her yesterday, or day before yesterday, and get one of her books. Although it wasn't free, I did pay for it because I want to support what she's doing. And both of those authors are going to come on for an interview here in the next month or so. We're going to get it set up. And I kind of made mention to Michael that maybe I'll just do the book giveaway when he comes on for the interview. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, it was nice chatting with them, and it was a good, we were just, you know, helping the time pass by. And there was a lot going on in that poker.org's Legends Lounge. If you haven't been in there, I highly suggest you do. They always have some great things happening. Moneymaker was in there. I guess he had some meetings, but then just chatting and taking pictures with folks. And, Dara Kearney was in there. And I knew that Isaac was a big fan of his. So I brought him over to meet Isaac. And yeah, there were just all kind of fun folks and things going on. So if you haven't been in there, I highly suggest you do. So anyway, I get the message from Scotty. He's there. I go meet him to bring him to the lounge. And let me tell you, um, you never garner more attention than when you walk into a poker player's lounge with one of the legends in poker. I mean, the place, all you saw were everybody just stopped what they were doing and turned and looked. And as we made our way, you had to kind of go through the lounge to go to where the studio's set up in like the back room of the lounge, which is another part of it, where the stage is for doing comedy and shows and whatever they're producing over there for the players. And we made our way through and back to the back studio. And us, I asked Scotty to sign they have a poker.org banner, which I believe they're giving away, but I may be mistaken. And they were getting everybody to autograph it. So I asked Scotty if he would autograph it for them. And he, of course, obliged. And then we went on our merry way with the interview, which was amazing. It's always fun spending time with him and all poker players. Doesn't matter who you are, it's just a fun time. And we're all in it together. So, anyway, that's the story of what was going on with Scotty Wynn day before yesterday. I've had some questions about it, so I just thought I would just give it a full detail rundown of what took place. I do want to go over today's schedule at the WSOP at 11 o'clock is the final day of Event 78 Poker News Deep Stack. 12 p.m. is Flight 1B of the main event, 10K buy-in, event number 81. At 1 p.m. is day 2 of Event 83, the $2,500 freeze-out. At 1 p.m. is the final day of Event 82, the 10K 8-game mixed. And at 5 p.m. is day 1, event 84 of the 1K No Limit tournament. Karen, I don't know if you got booted out or what happened, or if you may be on your way to breakfast with your friend. So I'm going to send you a microphone anyway, just in case it was technical issues, to get you back up there if you can. If not, it is not a problem. Dana, how'd it go yesterday?
Oh, it went pretty good.
Awesome.
We all had to get to going somewhere, so it was short and sweet.
Perfect. Real life is more important, people. Real life is more important. I never have a problem with ending early because we got things to do. That's the way life works. I appreciate you guys holding down the fort, Dana. I have a joke that I had sent Dana yesterday, which let me pull it up because she told me this morning she forgot to read it. So I got to remind myself what the joke was. Let me look. So bad. What do you call a pencil at the bottom of a toilet bowl? What do you call a pencil at the bottom of a toilet bowl? Of course, you call it a number 2. But bump. I'm sorry. Bathroom humor. Can you ever go wrong with bathroom humor? I don't think so, people. Um, I'm not sure if Dana forgot to read it or if she was too embarrassed to read it because it's so bad.
Oh no, I legit forgot. I thought you were going to tell me to read it today,
No, I
but
wouldn't do that to you.
you texted me and then I went, holy crap, I forgot the joke because I was just a ball of nerves about reading the schedule.
Oh, I'm sure you did
So,
great.
well, it's a ball of nerves, relatively
I
speaking.
hear you. And I will say that your package has arrived. I just haven't had a chance to open it or the other plethora of mail that's sitting here waiting on me. So your package did arrive. I just
Right
want
on.
you to know that. So thank you again. And I'm sure I can't wait to open it, honestly. I think I've gotten, I think 4. Let's see, you're 2, the HCL $1 million game t-shirt. Mac gave me a t-shirt. I think I got 4 new t-shirts for the quilts people this trip. I'm excited about that. For those that don't know, I'm going to make some t-shirt quilts out of my poker t-shirts. Probably make one for myself and then one to do charity, some type of fundraiser for charity. I got to figure that out yet. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to pull them all out and see if I have enough to at least start making the first one. I have a friend of mine who makes them for me. And yeah, maybe we'll get the first one done. And I don't know, I may have enough for 2 already. I don't know. I have a box that I keep piling the t shirts in, and I don't know how many are in there. But anyway, it'll be a fun project. And, maybe we'll do something like a $10 ticket, raffle ticket, and we'll do it for charity. Pardon me. So figure it out. And, if it takes off well, maybe I'll continue to do that as I get t shirts and pick a different charity every time or something. So, yeah, so that'll be cool. Anyway, I think that'll be a fun project. All right, I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that took place yesterday. And if I've lost in the weeds some of the tournaments or winners, I'm sorry. But with traveling, it's just going to happen. So on event number 79, which was the $100,000 high roller, of course, we mentioned Sean Deeb won it, took home 2.9 million. Hexton took home 1.7. I'm sorry, 1.9 million in second place. Team Spacers got some points out of that one with Ben Lamb, who finished 8th for 336,000. I'm sorry to say we've moved into 91st place on that fantasy league list, and we have to be in the top 10%. So the top 10% would be 88, I think, or better. So we need some points. We need some points, and I was looking at some of the lists this morning. I didn't see any of our runners in any of the lists that are playing right now. So um, hopefully some of them will do well in the main event. And I don't know what other ones they'll be playing. I sure would love to see Moreno, Big Hooney, and I can't remember who else is at the bottom. Big Hooney, Moreno, and there's one other person that have less than 50 points each. So I would love for them to get us some points in the next few days and at least get us in the money. That would be amazing. It's been a great sweat all summer for sure. At 10 a.m., event number 80 at the WSOP is this $800 summer celebration day 2. 7,078 runners. There are 361 left. 5.1 million in the prize pool. And there's no breakdown of the prizes yet, so couldn't let you know what first place is getting yet. The leader is a screen name of RP11, or the second, I'm not sure. 2.8 million in chips from the United States, and in second place is Darren Aremba with 2.5 million in chips, and he is from Canada. At 11 o'clock is event number 78, the $600 Poker News Deep Stack Day 3. There were 5,667 runners. There are 6 left going into today. 3 million in the prize pool with 302,000 waiting for the first place finisher. The leader right now, Daniel Schill with 41 million. Now, I think it's Nariman Amadi has 36 million. So good luck to them. At 12 p.m. is event number 81, the 10K main event flight 1A. I'm sorry, that was yesterday. Flight 1A, and that flight had 685 moving on to day 2. At 1 p.m. yesterday, I was saying today, yesterday. These are the results from yesterday. Event number 82, the 10K 8-game mixed championship. There were 195, 13 remained going into yesterday, or no, 13 remain now going into today. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. 1.8 million and 422K waiting for the winner. The leader right now is Thomas Taylor with 2 million in chips, and he is from Canada. Jonathan Turner's in second place and has 1.6 million 1.6 million in chips, and he is from the United States. 2 p.m. Yesterday was event number 83, the $2,500 no limit freeze out. Day 1, there there were 1,299 runners. There are 247 going into today. 2.9 million in the prize pool, 449,000 waiting for the first place winner. The leader right now is Pedro Rodriguez, who has 840,000 from the United States, and Vidor, I'm just going to spell it, Dzivielevski, is in second place with 568,000. So that's what took place yesterday. And sorry, I was getting mixed up with today. Oh, yes, I am tired. The brain isn't working quite yet, but it's okay. It is okay. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to bring up? Dana?
Nope. Happy Independence Day.
God bless America. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Thank you for that, Dana. Appreciate you. Mac, anything you'd like to bring up before we log off, bud? He may be on his way to.
Nope. I am almost at the barber shop. Happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope you all enjoy your family. And good luck on the felt if you're still in Vegas.
Amen. Good luck on the felt, everybody. Isaac, I'm not even going to call on you because I know you're at the poker table. Excuse me. If you have fireworks to fire off today, please be careful, folks. Make sure it's not dry. You're not going to start a fire with your fireworks or get somebody get injured. Please be safe with your fireworks. Other people's lives depend on it, and so does your own. So just be safe. I love fireworks, but we got to be safe with them. And if you're going to view them tonight, enjoy. If not, hey, have a nice relaxing time at home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going out tonight. For sure, I'm staying home tonight because this chick is tired. Much love to all of you. I appreciate you and your support. If you're listening live, thank you for joining us. If you're listening in a replay, I appreciate you as well. I see ASG is down there. Safe travels, my friend. And we look forward to your main event updates as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and have a great 4th of July. God bless America.